Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna, dear devotees, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Welcome to this morning's Srimad Bhagavatam class, which will be given by Srila Prabhupada himself. Jai. It is from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 5, Text 32. So, without further ado, we'll go into the lecture now, and request that you kick up your volumes on your listening devices. Sometimes the volume here on the recording is low. Okay, Hare Krishna. Jai.
Etat Sangsuchitam Brahman Tapatraya Chikitsitam Yat Ishvare Bhagavati Karma Brahmani Bhavitam Etat Sangsuchitam Brahman Tapatraya Chikitsitam Yadishvare Bhagavati Karma Brahmani Bhavitam Etat Sangsuchitam Brahman Tapatraya Chikitsitam Yadishvare Bhagavati Karma Brahmani Bhavitam Etat Sangsuchitam Brahman Tapatraya Chikitsitam Yadishvare Bhagavati Karma Brahmani Bhavitam Etat, this much, Sangsuchitam, decided by the learned, Brahman, O Brahmana Vyasa, Tapatraya, three kinds of miseries, Chikitsitam, remedial measures, Yat, what? Ishvare, the Supreme Controller. Bhagavati, unto the personality of Godhead. Karma, one's prescribed activities. Brahmani, unto the great. Bhavitam, dedicated. Translation. O Brahmana Vyasadeva, it is decided by the learned that the best remedial measure for removing all troubles and miseries is to dedicate one's activities to the service of the Supreme Lord, Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna.
Yat Ishvare Bhagavati Karma Brahmani Bhavitam. Now in the last verse, Narad Muni says, Jena Gachanti Tat Padam. By which one can go back to home, back to Godhead. Tat Padam. Padam means about or position. Position, that is, after liberation, one can get the spiritual position Sajujja, Saruppa, Salakka, Sasti, Samip. There are different types of position, although they are all spiritual. One is the Sajujja, Mukti, or to become one with the Supreme, merge into the Supreme. This is one position. Another position, Sarupa, the same feature of the body, just like Dharan, four-handed. In the Vaikuntha planets, the inhabitants, the citizens, they have got four hands. When Ajamin was delivered by the Vishnu Sena, they appeared exactly looking like Vishnu, that is described. That is called Sarupa. Sarupa, Shasti, same opulence. Or Samipa, always near, associate. There are 5 kinds of Gachanti Tat Padam. But out of the 5, the first one, namely to merge into the existence of the Supreme, that is very dangerous, not safe. Therefore Vaishnava never accepts Sajujya Mukti, to become one with the Supreme. Because Vaishnava knows that impersonal advancement is risky. They know it perfectly. Therefore a Vaishnava Vaishnava is not anxious for any kind of mukti. Viyamanam nagrinnanti. They don't want, especially Gaudiya Vaishnava, they don't want mukti. They are happy wherever they are existing, if they get the chance of chanting Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, that is perfection of life. They don't want anything more. Just like Haridas Thakur. We should not imitate, but the position is like that. Just like Prahlad Maharaj. He was not at all afraid of this material world. He was very cautious. A spiritualist, a devotee, a Krishna conscious person should be very cautious, but not afraid to meet any dangerous position, but must be cautious. Cautious in this way that he may not fall down again under the clutches of Maya. This should be, care should be taken. If we fix up our mind, Mami vaja prapadante, if we fix up our saranagati, surrender to the Supreme, then there is no question of falling down. Mami vaja prapadante, mayamitang taranti. Just like Haridas Thakur was tested once by Maya, and in another time he was tested by a prostitute to allure him. He was a young man. Haridas Thakur was a very beautiful young man. So, under diplomacy of Ramchandra Khan, he was to be entrapped. You know the story that is stated in the Chaitanya Charitamrita. But Haridas Thakur was not entrapped because he was strong enough Mami was a prapadante, Mayami tang tanati. Maya could not do anything. Although Maya came there at dead of night, very beautiful, attractive dress, attractive feature, attractive words. This is Maya. So, he was not allured. The Besha or the prostitute became converted into a Vaishnavi. That is the resultant action. If one is polluted, if he comes in contact with Krishna or Krishna's pure devotee, he or she will be purified. Krishna is never allured, neither Krishna is become a victim of anything material. Krishna's position is different. That is stated in the Ishopanishad. Apapu vidham. Krishna is never afflicted by any kind of contamination. He is Purna, Shuddha, Nitya, Mukta. Similarly, those who are advanced devotees, they are not allured. But the result is that one who comes to allure a devotee, or one who comes to allure Krishna, he or she becomes purified. He or she, kamat, krodhat, bhayat. Somewhere or other, if one comes in contact with Krishna, then he becomes purified. Tejasang na dosha. Apparently, it appears that Krishna is dancing with the young girls, dead of night. But it is not that Krishna is contaminated. They become purified. Actually, they are eternal associates of Krishna, the gopis. They are not ordinary women. There are all description in the Srimad Bhagavatam. They are dancing in their spiritual body, not in the material body. They are dancing in the spiritual body. Their spiritual body was lying down with their husband. These descriptions are there in the Bhagavatam. So, Gopis, Lila is not material. So there is no question of contamination. But materially, this kind of activities, to dance at dead of night with young girl, that is not permitted. With others' wife, you can dance with your own wife, but you cannot do that. That is sinful. So, the real business is, as Narad Muni says, Maya anubhava abhidam. One should know what is Maya. Jena, after complete knowledge of Maya and Krishna, Jena gachanti tatpadam. Then one is promoted to the spiritual world. But the promotion I have already described. There are 5 kinds of promotion, elevation. Out of that, the one promotion, namely to merge into the existence of the Supreme, that is very dangerous. Dangerous means that is risk of falling down. Because it is not possible to merge into the personal body of Krishna. Or you can take the bodily effulgence of the rays of the body. Everything is absolute. Who is talking? So, merge into the Brahma effulgence. That is also Krishna's bodily rays, Jasya Prabha. So, we are a small particle. So, we merge into the Brahma effulgence. Brahma effulgence means collection of so many Brahmas together. That is Brahma effulgence. Unlimited number. Anantaya kalpa. We are a small particle. Kesagra satabhagasya satatha kalpitasya. 1/10,000 part, a small particle, just like the sunshine. It is a combination of bright molecules of sunshine. Is not that?
Yes, that's all photons.
Protons?
No, photons.
Photons. They have got name. But this is all we know. Kona, a small particle. So when they are put together, it appears homogeneous. But they are not homogeneous. They keep their individuality. They keep their individuality. So, that is eternal. That's a fact. But we are not only eternal, Krishna is Satchidananda Vigraha, and his bodily effulgence, that is only eternal part. Sat means eternal. Chit means knowledge, and Ananda. So these three things are required. Simply eternity is not good. There must be knowledge and Ananda. So, this monist theory, Advaitavad, eternity, that may be achieved arujya krichena, by severe penances and austerities, they can be attained. But patanti adha anadita jusmadangaya, that is the statement of Bhagavad. They again fall down. Why? Anadita jusmat anga. They could not get the information of the shelter of Krishna, lotus feet of Krishna. Without taking shelter of Krishna, they fall down again. Patanti adha. Again, we have explained many times, there are many Mayavadis, they give up this world, but again fall down in so many ways. We have several times discussed. So that is not very safe. What is that?
Some dog.
Dog friend? So, Narad Muni, by the grace of the Mahatmas, he could understand that this material position is very dangerous, and dangerous means dukkhalayam, always miserable condition, but one cannot understand. Unless he is Krishna conscious, he cannot understand what is the miserable condition of this material world. He cannot understand. This is Maya. He is suffering, but he is thinking, I am happy. This is called Maya. So when one becomes Krishna conscious by the grace of the Supreme Personality, Guru Krishna, by the grace of Guru and Krishna, then he understands that this place, this material world is full of miseries. Then Brahma Jigyasa. But foolishly people do not understand that it is a miserable condition. Sanatana Goswami, he was minister by contract with Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He could understand that although I am minister, although I am holding very high exalted position, I am learned scholar in Sanskrit, Urdu, Farsi, but I am not happy. Therefore he approached Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Keyami kano more jape. He understands that I am in the suffering. Suffering, everyone can understand why you are moving the fan. I am in suffering. But foolish people cannot understand. They think that I am enjoying. This is the example. Why I am moving this fan? Because I am suffering. Every step, padang padang jadavi padang, every step danger, every step suffering. But on being illusion, moho, it is called moho. Janasya mohoyam. Aham mameti, I am this, I am Brahman, I am Kshatriya, I am American. Aham, false identification. I am very strong, I am very beautiful, I am very ugly, I am poor, I am rich. Janasya mohoyam. Aham mameti. But you are none of these. You are simply servant of Krishna. Jiber Sarupa Nitya Krishna. This is happiness. Otherwise, in whichever way you identify, even when they fail to identify with all this nonsense, then I am God, I am Narayan. This will not help. When one will understand that I am servant, eternal servant of Krishna. This question was put by Sanatana Goswami, Kiyami kano more jape tapotroy. But foolish people, they do not understand what is tapotroy. Although we are suffering, everyone, this is tapotroy. Just like we are feeling very warm, this is one of the troy. It is called adi doivik. You cannot check it. Similarly, when you will feel severe cold, you will wrap, you will go to the fireplace, and that is another suffering. So either in warmth or in winter, you are suffering. Everyone is suffering. Suffering is there. Even when we are within the womb of the mother, there is suffering. For 10 months, packed up condition, there is suffering. Then come out from the womb of the mother, suffering. In the womb also there is suffering. Not only packed up, but there are worms with the stool and urine of the mother, and they find very delicate skin. They enjoy by cutting. The worms enjoy. Naturally, he cannot move. Therefore, at the 7th month, when he is little conscious, he feels, how can I get out of it? Krishna said, if one is little pious, he prays to Krishna. Krishna, this time save me. Now I shall begin worshipping you. So that get out of this entanglement of birth and death, birth and death. He becomes conscious. But as soon as he comes out, then Maya is there. Maya is there, and there is father, there is mother, or nice child. Now the child thinks I am very happy. I've got such a nice father, nice mother, and other friends they are taking. These are described by Bhaktivinoda Thakur in a song. What is that song? Who can say? Janama Haila? Huh? No, that after. So, in this way, Maya is always entrapping. We are always suffering. Three kinds of suffering: adhyatmik, adhibhautik, adhidaivik. And we think now we are very happy. Now we have got this electric fan or air-conditioned room, so Jamaraj will not be able to enter, and I am secure. I have got good bank balance, and good wife, good children. No, this is illusion. Na sadhu manne jatu atmanayam asannapi klesudaya sadaya. So long he will possess this material body, so he will have to suffer. That is described here. Tapatraya. Tapa means miseries, and traya means three. So chikisitam, the sane man, when he is suffering, he goes to the doctor, physician, said, I am suffering from disease, give me some medicine. So he takes medicine. That is sane man. An insane man, he does not go to the physician for treatment. He thinks this is natural. What is that? This is the difference between foolish man and sane man. The Vedas therefore instructs that tad vijnanatham sa gurumeva abhigachet. One who is actually human being, just like Sanatana Goswami. Sanatana Goswami, even up to the position of his ministership, he was not on the standard of human being. When he approached Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and submitted, Sir, I have come to you to know what I am, why I am suffering in this threefold miserable condition of life. That is human life. That is the beginning. Before that, it is animal life. Athata Brahma Jigyasa. When one is inquisitive about himself, Aham Brahmasmi, why I am suffering, Kayami Kanamare Dape Tapotra. So, that realization is here. Therefore Narad Muni says, Tapatraya Chikitsa. Chikitsa means treatment. By the grace of Guru, he could understand that I am in this condition. Material condition means suffering from threefold types of miseries, and I am uselessly wasting time for material comforts, for economic development. Samayeva hi kevalam. Even I act as a perfect Brahmana, or as a perfect Kshatriya, or perfect Vaishya, Shudra, still I am wasting time. Still I am wasting time. How? That is confirmed in the Srimad Bhagavatam. Dharmasthanaschata pungsang vishaksena kathasuja nutpadayadriting jadi sramayeva hi kevalam. Dharma means own dharma, Brahman's dharma, Kshatriya's dharma, Vaishya's dharma. There are different occupational duties. Do it. But side by side, you should taste whether I am going to be perfect. That is equal. That perfection, how it is made perfect, that is stated in the Srimad Bhagavad. What is that? Samsiddhi haritosana. What is that verse? Dija srestha varnasama vibhagas sanushthitasya dharmasya samsiddhi haritosana. Sanushthitasya atapungvi dija srestha. This is the word by Sukadeva Goswami, Sutta Goswami. You are all learned Brahmins. Dija Srestha. Dija means Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya. But Srestha means Brahmana. Therefore, Brahmanas, they are interested for spiritual advancement of life. Kshatriyas are not so much interested, neither the Vaishyas, and what to speak of the Shudras. And in the Kali Yuga, almost everyone is a Shudra. It is very difficult to find. So, how they can be interested? Therefore, training should be given how to become Brahman. Then he will be interested. Otherwise, nobody is interested. Therefore it is addressed, Atapungvi Dija Srestha. Oh, the best of the Dijas, twice born. Varnasama Vibhagas. There is division, Varnasam, Varna and Ashram. Varna means Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. And Ashrama means Brahmachari, Grihastha, Vanaprastha and Sannyas. So, for the Brahmana, one who is Brahmana, for him the four ashramas are recommended. First of all, he must become Brahmachari, a Brahman, son of a Brahman. Then, when he is fully trained up, he should become a Grihastha. Not should, but if he likes. Then, otherwise, sometimes you will find Naisthik Brahmachari. Never, just like my Guru Maharaj. He never married. Naisthik Brahmachari. So, Brahmachari, Grihastha, then not to stuck up with the family affairs up to the end of death. No. At a certain stage, after 50 years, he must give up. That is called Vanaprastha. And then after being trained up in Vanaprastha very nicely, he takes sannyas. This is Brahmanas, four ashrama. And for the Kshatriya, up to Vanaprastha. Up to Vanaprastha. Just like Maharaj Yudhishthira and all the brothers, they left home, but the wife was there. That is called Vanaprastha. They did not take sannyas. Kshatriya, up to Vanaprastha. Vaishyas, no Vanaprastha, no sannyas. Up to Grihastha. Brahmachari is compulsory for the Dija, because there is the training. And for the Shudra, there is no Brahmachari, only Grihastha, married. Otherwise, life will be very irregular. In this way, Varnasama. So, there are duties. Therefore it is said, Ata Pungvi Dija Srestha Varnasama Vibhaga. So, you may be stayed in any ashrama or any varna, it does not matter. But you should see whether your life is perfect. If you don't see, otherwise samaya keval. If you don't see how my life is being perfected, then dharmasthana pumsang vishaksena katha suja nutpada. If he does not awaken his dormant Krishna consciousness, then samayeva he came. Simply wastes of time. But if he develops Krishna consciousness and he learns how to serve Krishna, how to please Krishna, that is what. That he understood. Etat samsitatam brahman taputraya chikissita. This is the chikissa treatment of tap. If you want to get relief from this material condition of life, then you should learn how to please Krishna, how to satisfy Krishna. That is called bhakti. Without bhakti, you cannot be relieved. Gyan, karma, yoga will not get you released from this taputra. And if you execute devotional service, then immediately you become free from this taputra. Susukham kortum abhyam, Krishna says. It is so nice, devotional service is so nice, that is susukham kortum abhyam. It is very pleasing to transact. And abhyam, and whatever you do, that is your permanent asset. Susukham kortum abhyam. How it is susukham? Why you have been constructing this big temple? Just to give you happiness. What is that happiness? You take prasadam, nice prasadam, don't take more, otherwise you sleep more, but as much as you require. Javadartha prajanam, chant Hare Krishna mantra, and go back to home, back to Lord. Is it not susukham? Otherwise, you will have to work like an ass day and night simply for sex life. Janamaithanadi grihamedi sukham mitucham. So sex life we also allowed, but not illegitimate, not illicit. But that is not required. As you advance, you will give it up. But so long you are not advanced, that is according to regulation. Being your grihastha doesn't matter, but this chanting of Hare Krishna mantra, taking prasadam and work for Krishna, that is recommended here. Karma brahmani bhavitam. Brahmani bhavitam. Only for satisfaction of Krishna. You work, chant Hare Krishna mantra, take prasadam. So, bhakti yoga, you try to understand Krishna, then what will be the result? Takta deham punarjanma naiti mamiti kam. Immediately. So, everyone should be alert to treat this miserable condition of material life. Taputraya. Taputraya unmulana. One has to uproot this tree of taputraya. That is perfection of life. Here Narad Muni realized that taputraya, chikissita, not unmulanam. Unmulanam means when we are liberated. That is unmulanam. But while so long we are not liberated, the chikissa in another place, Parikshit Maharaj said, bhavaushadhi, the medicine for this disease of repetition of birth and death. So this Hare Krishna Mahamantra is the bhavaushadhi. Somewhere or other you have got it, and you are chanting, go on continuously. Kirtaniya sadahari. This is the easiest process of taputraya unmulam or taputraya chikitsitam. and that is required in human life. Don't forget this principle, continue this principle, and even there is little inconvenience, don't give up the association of devotees, because Rupa Goswami said, what is that? Utsad nishcha dhajja tat tat karma pravartanat satu vritti sadhu sange. Sadhu sange. Don't give up the company of devotees. Then it will be lost. We are opening so many centers because to cooperate between devotees and devotees. Even there is inconvenience, don't give up the company of the devotees. Even I am not devotee, with the company of the devotees, working with devotees, I become devotee. Association has got such power. So our business is how to get out of this taputra. That is first class civilization. Otherwise, hackney, again and again, bhutta bhutta praliyate, that is not. Now, those who are thinking of worshipping other demigods, that is not recommended. That is not recommended because Krishna clearly says, Kamastasta hitajnana jajante yodevata. Even there are some inconveniences, Krishna is completely able to remove your inconvenience. Krishna assures, aham ta sarva papibha mokkhasya. So, we should stick to the position of devotional service, execute regularly the orders of the spiritual master and the Shastra, and try to understand Krishna. And you can understand Krishna only by service. There is no other way. Sevana mukhi jivhado swayameva spurata. If you want to see Krishna or want to understand Krishna, then it can be possible only by your service, nothing else. So the best service as recommended by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is this preaching word. Jare dakho tare kaho Krishna katha. Krishna katha. Hamara gai guru hoiya taro hai. Jare dakho tare kaho Krishna upadesh. That's all. This is preaching. Doesn't require any good academic qualification. You have got your tongue. You chant Hare Krishna and whoever you meet, you ask him, you become a devotee of Krishna. That's all. In this way, preach, live very nicely by eating Krishna Prasad, chanting, dancing, and then get a life like Narada Muni. This is the formula. Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna. Thank you for listening. Another wonderful lecture by Srila Prabhupada. And now, dear devotees, for comments, statements, please unmute yourself or raise your hand or type in the chat. Yes, Mother Gita, please go on. Accept my humble obeisances, all glory to Srila Prabhupada, my dear.
Hare Krishna, please accept my humble obeisances, our grace to Prabhupada.
Yeah.
As always, very enlightening lecture by Srila Prabhupada. In the beginning of the lecture, he mentioned that the devotees, the Vaishnavas, they don't want mukti, liberation. And he said if they get the chance of chanting Hare Krishna mantra, that is perfection of life. And that is so very instructional for us, that as long as we can hold on to chanting attentively the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, perfection will be guaranteed. And he gives example of Haridas Thakur and Prahlad Maharaj also. So from this, we can see how important it is to chant the Maha Mantra very attentively, because that can lead to perfection. And again, Srila Prabhupada talked about association of devotees. Very, very important, because without the association of devotees, it is very difficult to progress spiritually. So thank you.
Thanks for the comments, the points, the takeaways that you just described. Yes, very, very, very important to chant. And yes, in the beginning, Srila Prabhupada said that merging into the Supreme, Sayujya Mukti, that's not accepted by Vaishnavas because it's very risky. That was my takeaway also. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. Any more comments, questions, takeaways, or chat, text messages, any way you want it? Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Oh, go ahead, Nita Gopal. Sorry, go ahead, Prabhu.
Go ahead, Mataji. I will go after you.
Okay. Hare Krishna, please accept my humble obeisance of Sri Prabhupada.
That was good, Srila Prabhupada.
You know, Prabhupada said so many points, but one point that really stuck with me is one of the points that he said, you know, is Satchit Ananda, you know, eternal bliss, eternal knowledge and bliss. And he says, not just eternity, bliss, I mean, knowledge and bliss. So as I was meditating on that, I was thinking, wow, Krishna is Satchit Ananda. But in order for us to really understand the Supreme Lord, we just cannot be blissed out and we just cannot be attached to, oh, I'm going to go eternally, but we need the knowledge. So I was really thinking that, you know, yes, Krishna is Satchit Ananda, no doubt about that. But we also need to understand the knowledge to be able to understand the bliss of Krishna consciousness, which is eternity. So I was really looking at that, you know, on this side, you know, on a personal point, that we should also understand that to get to the bliss level, or to get to understand that, you know, getting out of this crazy world, going back to Godhead, we need the knowledge, which is Krishna consciousness. So I was really thinking about that from the other side. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yes, it's very important. The knowledge that helps us to dedicate ourselves in the devotional service. We have to understand why we're doing what we're doing. There is definitely, you know, Bhakti Yoga, I see Prabhupada said it's very, very nice. The chanting, having prasadam, and so on. That was part of my takeaway also. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful description. So Nichigo Prabhu, please go on.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji and all devotees and Jai Srila Prabhupada. Yeah, I like comment. Mataji gave me the different perspective, the relation between Sat, Chit, Anand. We can start with Chit, which is consciousness or the knowledge. With the help of knowledge, we can engage ourselves, and that brings the byproduct as Anand. And that the Sat is, it stays forever, everlasting. So that's wonderful. Just I was thinking on the phrase, I think it should be the part of shloka, Srila Prabhupada was mentioning, Tapatraya Chikitsam. So chikitsa is like, means we go to the doctor, we do chikitsa, means we check ourselves and find it out what's going wrong with the body. So I was just thinking on that, you know, Shastra doesn't give only bhakti, it gives, you know, how to balance the life. If someone is going through the tapatraya, like tap means the suffering. If going through the suffering, one should try to do the chikitsa. So chikitsam, so and that is the Athato Brahma Jigyasa, and then Srila Prabhupada mentions the point Athato Brahma Jigyasa. So the Shastra direct us or gives the information on how to live the, you know, life in all the parts, I mean, to take care of all the parts of the lifestyle, not only the devotion. That's the part I was thinking on.
Yeah, it's actually more wholesome.
Correct.
Both deals with both spiritual and also material, and as you explained nicely, Srila Prabhupada just broke it all down so wonderfully. Any other comments? Any other takeaways or questions?
The other part I was thinking.
Go ahead.
The other part I was thinking, Susukham Kartum Avyayam. I never thought about the word Avyayam. Avyayam is like way means which gonna go away or will get destroyed. Away means it will be everlasting. It's, any devotional activities is awayam, never goes in vain or gets lost, and it's susukham, like it gives the topmost joy. So that's the thing I was thinking on.
Wonderful, yeah. Also, wonderful comment to add to it. Any more? What answer?
Very nice takeaway. I liked what Nita Gopal was saying. It was really, really, really nice. Well, my one of my takeaway was how Shri Prabhupada says that the only way to know the Lord is service. No other way. He repeated it, and towards the end, and I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. I mean, because at first I thought he said chanting, but I went back and said, let me read this paragraph. He said, service, the only way to know the Lord. Of course, chanting is a service, no doubt about that. But Shri Prabhupada was saying is, if we want to know the Lord, we need to, it's the only way service. And
service, yeah.
Yes, and if I'm not mistaken, I think he repeated the word service 3 times in that paragraph. It was really powerful that he stressed that how important it is, devotional service, devotional service, devotional service. And the more we engage ourselves in devotional service, naturally we get attracted. Like I was even thinking and meditating, like if we love somebody, like a boy and a girl, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband and wife, in order for us to love our beloved, we have to serve them. That's the only way to build loving relationships. So I was really thinking how Shri Prabhupada, brought this personal, Krishna consciousness that is so personal, that we can love the Lord just by serving and increasing our service. So that was my takeaway. Hare Krishna.
Wonderful. Krishna does say in Bhagavad Gita, the only way to know him is by service. Bhakti Amama Vijanati. He does say that, and Srila Prabhupada described it wonderfully. Yes, Mother Gita, please, I know you're unmuted already. Please go ahead. Hare Krishna.
Yes, I was thinking about one very, very important point where Srila Prabhupada says we have to be very cautious. Very, very cautious. Yes, otherwise we may fall down.
Very important point. That was part of my takeaway also. Yeah, when he mentioned the 5 kinds of liberation, and he mentioned Saridya Mukti merging into Supreme is not accepted by Vaishnavas. That was my takeaway also, because impersonal advancement is risky. Thank you, Mataji. Any other comments? Okay, so I added a little bit to it. Yeah, but the devotee should be cautious, if Papa is saying. You may not fall down into Maya. Then he gave the Haridas Thakur and the prostitute example that Maya came in the form of a beautiful woman, but Haridas Thakur was not trapped. Actually, it is the prostitute that became converted. So one who tries to allure a fixed up devotee, he becomes purified. And Krishna also talked about one thing the people just refer to in Krishna book, and then they misinterpret what the whole point is. That Krishna dances in the dead of night with gopis, but the gopis are eternally liberated souls. And then he mentioned they were dancing with their spiritual bodies. The material bodies were lying next to their husbands, but their spiritual bodies were dancing with with Krishna. So that's a whole different level, and some people sometimes take it at a material level and even blaspheme Krishna. There's not doing stuff that is not acceptable, but they don't know. What do they know? They don't understand the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So, also, you mentioned unless one is Krishna conscious, they cannot understand that they're suffering in the material world. The foolish people think that they are enjoying. Every stage has suffering. There's danger in every step. And then there's false identification. People identify themselves according to the body and so on. And then he talked about even in the womb. The baby, there's suffering. Baby is packed in the womb, and the liquid has worms in there, and then they bite the delicate skin of the baby. And then he said at the 7 months, then the child is conscious and begins to pray to the Lord, promising to be a better person this lifetime. But then the baby comes out and sees a nice mother, nice father, and he forgets his position, and now you think they are enjoying. So this is the trouble, not getting it that the material world is a place of suffering. So in Kali Yuga, everyone is Shuddha, and Srila Prabhupada already did the work of training devotees to become brahmanas. Then he went through the different ashrams and the different varnas. So much is there. So much, so much, so much. Hare Krishna. And also, final point, it's not recommended to worship demigods because Krishna can remove inconveniences himself. Then finally says, preach. You don't have to have academic qualification. Just tell everyone you meet to chant the Hare Krishna mantra. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Jai. Any other comments or questions?
I would like to, I remembered my third point that you were talking about Haridas Thakur, and it really struck me as a reminder how important it is where Srila Prabhupada says that the reason that Srila Prabhupada was, the reason that Srila Haridas Thakur was not swayed was because he was strong. Prabhupada used the word strong. So which means, no matter how much Maya came, and I believe Prabhupada says that he was a handsome man too. He was a good-looking guy. So anybody would come.
Yeah.
But Prabhupada was saying that, but he was strong. So in order for us to be able to fight against Maya, because Maya will come in many, many forms, we have to make sure that we are strong. So I was really, that word strong was it stood out strongly for me. So I wanted to share that.
Wonderful, yeah. Haridas Thakur, yeah, well, he was very handsome. And the prostitute was also very beautiful. And that was a point the prostitute was using. Says, well, you are handsome, I am, so let's engage in this. And then, of course, Haridas Thakur used the mantra, chanting the Krishna mantra, to get her to be, first patient, and then patient the second day, and then the third day, she was converted. Converted now, she broke down and said, and on all the 3 days too, there was a Tulsi, just I could add that, Tulsi plant in front of Haridas Thakur's house, where she had to bow to Tulsi, the way Tulsi was set up, where the Tulsi was at, you had to bend before you get in, and then that caused the prostitute to also, do more by offering obeisance to Tulsi Maharani, which is also a situation where you can be converted. So yes, Maya is there, but Haridas Thakur was strong, and his example should be the one we should all take. If we stay with devotee association, then we will be safe like that. Do all the things according to rules and regulations, and then stay in devotee association. Hare Krishna. Any more comments? Okay. Thank you all for coming this morning to get enlightened by Srila Prabhupada and have a nice
Can I make an announcement?
Yes.
I'm sorry. Just to remind devotees that tomorrow morning's classes with His Holiness Chandramali Swami, it will be at 8 in the morning because he is in a different time zone. So it will be at 8 in the morning tomorrow with Chandramali Swami. Haribol.
Hare Krishna. So 8 o'clock is our regular time. So Chandramali Swami will be with us tomorrow. Vancha kalpatarubhasya kripa sindhibhya evacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So have a nice rest of your week. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Jai. Go Srila Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Queen Mataji, Srila Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Jai.